Well, still recycle there, but it beats breathing in that fishbowl anymore. Whew. Earth Control, this is Major Control, Exploration 7. I am in orbit and awaiting an entry path.
This is Earth Services. Welcome back, Exploration 7. Please stand by. Settle into your orbit pattern for a while, Exploration 7. You've got a bit of a wait in store.
I've been in deep space for 18 months, Earth Service.
Then a few more hours shouldn't be a problem.
My fuel and oxygen and supplies may disagree with you.
Is your recycler not functioning?
18 months have pushed the filters to their limits.
We'll work as quickly as we can, Explorer 7, but we can't allow you to access the atmosphere just yet. We're reading a biological contamination on your hull.
Earth Services, can't I just burn off the contamination on the atmospheric entry? I mean, I'll come in extra hot if you like.
Negative, Explorer 7. We can't know that re-entry will generate enough heat. We have a DCAM satellite in the area, working on redirecting its orbit towards you.
Roger that, Earth Services. Awaiting DCAM satellite.
Exploration 7. The satellite will harness the sun's rays, focus them, and redirect the heat at your hull.
Roger, Earth Services, but, well, is it safe?
The heat won't be much more than your re-entry would have generated. It will let us know if heat will be effective against the biological contamination.
Roger that, Earth Services. Earth Service, it's getting a bit hot in here.
Acknowledged, Explorer 7. We're still reading signs of life from the contamination.
I'm not sure how much more the ship can take.
Cutting off heat treatment, Explorer 7.
How do we look down there, Earth Services?
Just reading heat, Exploration 7.
Well, that's good.
We need to wait a few moments for your hull to cool before we can see if the heat was effective against the contamination. Please stand by. We still have a problem, Explorer 7.
What is it now?
The heat seems to have stimulated some type of growth.
Oh, great!
The bacterial contamination has spread.
Wait. If the heat made it grow, then can we kill it with cold?
Negative, Explorer 7. Our techs thought of that. By their reasoning, if the cold of space wasn't enough to kill it, then cold is not the answer.
Earth Services, the hull of my ship hasn't dipped below freezing since I warmed up the hyperdrive. Perhaps that warmth is what attracted this life form and when it latched onto me.
Roger that, Explorer 7. Our techs agree that if your time frame is correct, cold may be an answer. After the decam beam, it will be several hours before your hull cools to freezing again.
I don't have several hours, Earth Services. My control panel shows I have just under 3 hours of recycled air left.
Roger that, Explorer 7. I'll need to find you some shade out there if you're going to cool that hull any faster. Stand by. That should do it, Explorer 7. We'll do our best to keep that satellite between you and the sun.
Looks like we'll still be cutting it awfully close before I cool down enough to begin testing our cold theory, Earth Services.
Not sure what else we can do, Explorer 7. Explorer 7, our biologist just chimed in. He's concerned that a slow cooling may just make the contamination inert.
Inert is better than actively growing and crawling around my hull, is it not?
The trouble is, the heat of re-entry could revive it and make it a world health threat.
I can try cooling it down more quickly, almost instantly. Give it a quick shot of cold. What does the biologist make of that, Earth Services?
If it can be done, our biologist feels it has a better chance of being more effective than a slow cooling. Stand by, Explorer 7. But we'll still need to verify that the contaminating organism is dead before lifting the quarantine, Explorer 7.
I'm going to purge the hyperdrive coolant.
Whoa! Wait for authorization, Explorer 7!
What for? I don't need hyperdrive for re-entry, and I'm not going back out there. I am not going back out there.
The coolant will change the temperature of your hull so quickly it will cause a breach.
I'm willing to risk it. Do I have the clearance for the coolant purge, Earth Services?
Stand by, Explorer 7.
Everything is ready up here, Earth Services, just waiting for the okay.
We need you to reposition the ship, Explorer 7.
Say again, Earth Services?
Your vessel, Explorer 7. Your proximity is too close to the atmosphere. We don't want to risk the coolant entering the atmosphere before it goes inert.
I'm low on fuel. Holding orbit is taking enough power as it is.
Just a short burn, Explorer 7, for the safety of everyone.
Copy that, Earth Services, awaiting instructions.
Sending coordinates and burn time now, Explorer 7. This will take you out of the shadow of the satellite, but the quick cooling should make that inconsequential.
Roger, Earth Services, information coming through now. Making the move now, Earth Services.
What's wrong, Explorer 7?
Seems like my hitchhiker is waking up.
Our biologist is concerned that the heat seemed to arouse it so quickly.
Well, Earth Services, give me the good news. What's going on out there?
Stand by, Explorer 7. Sending an image from an observation satellite to you now, Explorer 7.
Woohoo! Take that, you slimy son of a bitch.
We still need to remove it from your hull, Explorer 7.
I'll suit up and grab my scraper.
Negative, Explorer 7. Do not leave the vessel.
Say again, Earth Services.
Do not leave the vessel. Leaving the ship risks you contaminating yourself.
Then how will I clear the hull?
Release your bot.
Of course, roger that, Earth Services. Earth Services, this is a simple collection robot. How do I keep it from bringing samples of the organism back into the ship?
I'm sending it the necessary program now, Explorer 7.
All right. Go get him, big boy.
What's happening, Explorer 7?
We've had an impact alarm, Earth Services. Did you detect anything in our area?
Negative, Explorer 7. We're checking the feed right now. The collision was with your collection sample bot.
Something wrong with the new programming?
Negative, Explorer 7. Your bot was interfered with.
Interfered with?
The contamination.
Please advise on reprogramming the bot.
We're afraid your bot is gone, Explorer 7. Readings are now showing the contamination is active again, Explorer 7. Freezing it failed.
What's next, Earth Services?
We need you to prepare your hyperdrive.
My hyperdrive won't stand another trip, Earth Services. I'm nearly out of air. I have barely enough fuel for re-entry, and I purged my coolant. Another hyperjump will just be suicide.
A hyperjump is the only way to ensure that the contamination will not be brought down when your orbit decays, Explorer 7.
Well, I'll wait. I'll hold orbit as long as I can while you prep a rescue ship. I'll spacewalk to it while the autopilot blows the ship into hyperspace.
Negative, Explorer 7. There are no rescue ships available.
I was the 7th ship out, 7 months after the first ship left. Surely one of the other 6 ships can be prepped. I mean, we have 6 other Explorer ships that have already returned, right? Earth Services, please reply.
None of the other Explorer ships were able to land.
Explain, Earth Services.
All of the ships had the same contamination. Nothing has been found that can kill it. You must take it back into hyperspace.
But my engines will explode.
We did warn you of all the risks, Explorer 7.
Contral. My name is Contral. Major Contral. Look, I'm coming home.
We will shoot you down if you attempt to re-enter the atmosphere.
What good will that do? I'll still crash with this thing on my back.
Negative. You have maneuvered far enough away for us to destroy the ship before you re-enter the atmosphere.
Am I decaying orbit?
Hyperspace is still the safest option for the planet.
I have a family, friends I want to come home.
It is for them that you would begin the jump into hyperspace. Please start your hyperdrive and protect those that you love.
I'm coming home. What's going on? My hyperdrive is spinning up.
We have taken control of your ship. Good journey, Explorer 7. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
My name is Control!